We're both so brain dead.
I know.
This Mercury.
This is Sean Connery.
This retrograde is really weighing me down.
Kicking my ass.
Yeah, it's been bad.
Not in a depressive way.
No, just I can't fucking function.
Yeah, everything is a chore.
Yeah.
Getting things done is a chore.
It's horrible.
Getting into this chair was like a acrobatic. God damn it, see?
I know, my brain is just a bowl of porridge. Like,
I'm somebody who slurs words and I'll mush things. Like, my mouth tries to move faster than it's capable. So I do that a lot. I'll stutter, but not this bad. Yeah. It's been bad. Y'all know. Y'all already know. Everybody on Facebook is already, like, unhappy.
Yeah, we're all miserable together.
I'm hoping maybe some of the stuff we talk about today might help with that. Not me, so I don't know what you're talking about.
Not really.
Of course. It wouldn't be true retrograde if we weren't just stuck in it.
I mean, I guess you could say mine kind of
end by the time this come out.
I don't know.
It might be over by the time this comes out. Who knows? So sorry if it is.
It's not over yet.
We just want to bitch in the moment right now.
It's a hard time.
It's a hard time.
I don't know. You could maybe say mine applies, but like, kinda.
What are you doing?
Like a little bit.
What are you talking about?
I'm going to talk. Okay, so I'm going to talk about a few things, but they all talk about like the same thing.
Okay. Sure.
Shit. All right. I'm going to talk about mirror gazing.
Oh.
Yeah, I've been kind of getting into it. And then I'm going to have a little bit of a ritual at the end that kind of touches off of what I was talking about last week.
Oh, yeah?
You know what I'm talking about.
I know what you're talking about.
And I put a ritual together. And it's kind of the same ritual I did. And it's absolutely changed me to my core. And so I'm going to actually really talk about it. And why I think, and it's a full thing. I think I cannot stress enough. Everyone should do it.
Yeah.
Everyone should do it. So maybe in this time of retrograde when everybody feels like shit, it's exactly the thing that you need to do.
I really love any kind of gazing divination.
I do too.
Fire, glass, whatever.
I do too. It's interesting. Interesting things show up. And mirror gazing is one that I've just kind of found myself doing recently. And I like it. I don't know. It's just neat. I like it.
And I love it. I am going to be doing the second in my Gods and Goddesses installment.
Series?
Sure. I'm going to be talking about the goddess Cerridwen today.
Oh, neat.
And a little bit about her, and then a brief retelling of her story. It's very, very interesting. And I think there's like a lot of these like god myth stories.
How do you spell it?
Yeah, it is
C-A-E?
Cerridwen. And I have heard people say like Cerridwen, but with a lot of these like older Welsh names and stuff.
That's what I was wondering if it was Welsh.
It's a hard K.
Yeah.
Traditionally. And which makes me happy because in Lord of the Rings, all the Elvish names that start with C also have a hard K, like Celeborn.
Yeah.
So it just makes me happy. And it made sense to me reading this because that whole that feels just like very Elvish to me.
Yeah, it does. It really does. Yeah.
So yeah, there's some interesting stuff to talk about with her.
But first,
we feast.
I wish. No, we have a Patreon shout out segment.
Oh.
Coming at you live. Right now.
Not at all live, but
well,
as you're hearing it's live, I guess.
You're right. I'm recording live though.
It is a live recording.
In real time.
And our guys are in the next room, so we're kind of in front of a live audience.
Sort of.
Guys cheer. You hear them? They're cheering.
They're cheering loud. This episode is dedicated to summer.
Thank you. Summer.
I miss summer, actually. Summer's the best time of the year, and now it's the dark half of the year, and I'm sad. But I think I go first, right? Yeah. All right. Are you ready?
I am very ready.
I'm so ready.
Hit me in the face with some mirror gazing.
I will. All right. So, there's just a whole lot, and I'm trying to gather myself here because this, every now and again I have an episode to where I don't necessarily know exactly what I want to talk about, so it's just kind of a floaty mess. You know those? Yeah, it's one of those.
I have those.
So things are just a little out of order, I think, and I'm just really I know once I started, I'm going to have to really think about putting it back together, and I'm going to start now, though. I'm just nervous.
You're good.
I'm ready. Okay, you know what? Did you know?
Beautiful.
Did you know?
Tell me.
Mirror gazing has been around as long as mirrors.
I didn't know that.
You didn't know that?
I didn't know that. That seems to make sense, though.
Yeah, well, it does. So they would use water before, like water scrying. It was a pretty common thing that people would do. So, I mean, people have stared into their reflections pretty much since, like, I don't know, the dawn of human cognitive ability to do that, I guess.
Oh,
like,
yeah. Since you could, I guess, recognize.
Yeah.
That's me.
That's me. Yeah. People would also use cauldrons full of liquid to gaze in. And that's how, like, ancient Greeks would scry. And I'll touch on that later. It's actually pretty cool. Eastern traditions would use, like, polished metals. So, like, they'd polish up a thing of copper or, just so, and they would gaze in that. Some people say it differs from meditation because you're not in that full trance-like state. But I disagree with that. And there's a lot of other things that you can read that you get into this state in order to do so, in my opinion, particularly with like spirit work and things like that. I know when I do it, I'm in a trance-like state. Yeah. But I don't know. I guess to each his own.
Yeah.
And that's what I found a little bit of both everywhere. Some people saying, either or. And there's two types of scrying techniques, I guess. So one is direct, of course, where you are staring at your own reflection. And then there's indirect, where you're still looking within the mirror, but it's angled and like pointed away, which I think is worse.
That freaks me out because I feel like I'd see it move.
Well, yeah, that's like one that people say is good for like spirit communication. And
okay.
Like, yeah, because they can.
I take it back. I'm into
Well,
it.
I don't take it back. It freaks me out. So it's believed that the reflective surface, like whether it be a mirror or water in a cauldron or whatever, that it should be curved. It should be like ovular or like circular, kind of to cut out the background noise. Like it frames, kind of what you're looking at. Because otherwise, if you have corners and shit, you can see background. Like otherwise, especially if you're doing direct scrying and you're looking at it, it'll kind of frame you.
Right.
Which I didn't know that. I thought that was kind of an interesting little tidbit.
Which makes sense because all the ones that I've seen have been oval or circle.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. So gazing into the mirror, it's said to allow like past loved ones to visit or spirit guides to come in. Your features will shift and change, sometimes into frightening things.
I've seen people say that when they gaze, and I've done it before and I've seen this, that when you see the almost like skeleton appear, it's just like an exaggeration of the hollows of your face. It's like a contour and highlight.
It's called the Troxler effect. And so basically it's like to where your brain will be looking at something, and typically mirror gazing is done in low light as well, which can cause weird shadows and things. But you're oftentimes focusing in on certain features, and your brain doesn't really know what to do with that, so it just kind of like moves shit around. Like it's just the way that our brains like fill in empty spaces. Right. And it does. And I have seen my face turn into like a bat-faced like demon-looking creature. Like but like still skin tone, but like it just like changed, almost like gargoyled my features, which was really weird. So I've definitely seen that. It's pretty strange to see.
I think that's fascinating how our brains will take space and do things with it, especially because everybody thinks that they're so like in control, and that they're so perceptive and they're so they can easily process everything that's happening around them. But something as simple as just looking at yourself for a little while, you'll turn into something you don't recognize. is insane.
It is. It's really cool. And it just kind of reminds you that our brains still can be hacked. Like, you know, like
easily. And they're not as high developed.
Yeah, they're not these super, super duper well-oiled machines. Right. I mean, they're really impressive.
Sometimes they panic and go, what? I guess I'm a bad face.
Yeah.
Like, shit.
Is this me now?
What do I look like? I look like a fucking skeleton. That's right.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So this is cool. I like this. I thought this was very interesting. So this is talking about the Greeks and what they would do to do their reflective scrying. Mm. So they would practice like using psychomantium. I'm trying here. That's like what they would use. And basically that is a super polished up cauldron. Mm. But they went ham on this process. Okay, they were not fucking around. This was a ritual. And they had a lot of shit that they would do.
We're talking ancient Greeks?
Ancient Greeks.
Oh, they didn't half-ass anything.
No, they did not. And so they would go to... It just sounds so cool. So there's the Necromantion.
Oh, baby. Whoa.
It was like a temple. And this temple, it was in honor of Hades, Persephone, and just really the dead in general.
Okay.
Yeah. And so they would go there, and that was where it all began. And they would perform rituals, eat ceremonial meals, as well as perform an animal sacrifice. So they're like meaning it. And then at the end of all of that, they would walk down a long hallway at which the end would sit the cauldron. Mm. So it was always just immaculately polished. And so that would kind of add to the confusion in the water. You know, it's just very polished.
Whose job was that?
I bet they were very serious about it.
If you fucked that, like if you left a big honking thumbprint.
Oh my God.
Off with your head.
Off with your head. It would be filled with water, and the lights would be low. So, you know, candle lit, but not super bright. And this would create more of a mirrored reflection this way. And they believed that doing this would allow them to see spirits of the dead and, you know, communicate and things like that. Use of black mirrors can be traced back hundreds of years. Oh. I've seen these before, and these are really interesting. Yeah. Oh, they're so beautiful. Mm-hmm. So you can technically make one yourself. You just paint the back of your glass pitch black, you know, and put it back, and it will still work as a black scrying mirror. But the old school, the OGs, were polished obsidian.
Oh, baby. Oh, I was hoping.
So not only is it beautiful, it is fucking powerful.
I was hoping you would say that. Oh, yeah. Oh, can you imagine, dude?
Yeah. Oof. Yeah. It's amazing. And so, yeah, those you could still find, but they are not cheap. So, yeah, and the candlelight really does, it heightens the effect. Some things I've seen to where you can sit and put the candlelight behind you. So it really just is enough to kind of light your aura, you know, a little bit. And so what you're staring at is still kind of hard to make out. So your brain will scry, you know, and look into it a little bit. There seems to be a lot of different ways to do this, kind of like whatever works for you and what you like the best. But I have 2 rituals here. One of them's mine, and we know what it is. But this, the first one is different, and this is a mirror spell for banishment. Oh, I'm very intrigued by these. Okay, so this uses a small mirror, like probably, you know, just like a bigger than a handheld, but like just a handheld mirror. Not very big. And, are you okay?
I was trying to think of other comparisons.
Like a hand, not a compact, but a handheld mirror.
Or like a,
like a fucking bowl. Like as big as a bowl.
Like a regular bowl that you eat soup out of.
We're complicating this. A hand mirror.
It's about 64 by...
It's just here's what you do. You get a hand mirror.
A small salad plate.
Oh my gosh. All right. This is cool though. All right. So here, you have a mirror. Not a big mirror.
About the not size a little mirror. Of a Yankee candle.
Yeah, we're talking Goldilocks zone size mirror. So what you do with that, this is really cool. And this is what I didn't know that mirrors could do. You walk slowly around your house and you let the mirror see basically every square inch of the area that you want to cleanse.
Okay.
And so you move it in a way that it, at least for a couple of seconds, and it that it sees everything.
Almost like it's a video camera.
Yeah, and you don't want to miss anything.
Right.
And so you do that, and you give it a minute to really see everything, and the whole while you're thinking of it sucking up all the bad entities in your house. Like, they see it, and they're like, shit. It's like Ghostbusters when they open that box. They get sucked in. So then once you're done, you point it towards the floor, and you wrap it in dark cloth. And don't look at it at all.
Oh, God.
Yeah, don't look at it. Point it down and wrap it in a cloth. And then take it outside. And this needs to be done on a sunny day. And hold the mirror up to the sun.
And just burn the shit out of it.
And you burn it out.
Nice.
And it says no more than 9 seconds, because that can hurt
leave the cloth on it?
No, after you're done.
Oh, it's just for transporting it outside.
That's just so you don't look at it.
Okay.
Yeah, and so then you hold it for no more than 9, like no more, no less, 9 seconds, and you burn it out. Because if you do it much longer, it'll like hurt the energy of the mirror. Apparently, if I don't know.
You don't want it to get
bleached out too much.
Yeah.
So yeah, and then after that. It burns out and kind of destroys any malevolence that was captured in this mirror. This little vacuum session. Cleanse and protect the area then however you want to. Sweetgrass, resins, Palo Santo. And then don't forget to cleanse yourself and the mirror. Run the mirror under water and let it wash it away, and then bless it as well in your resins and everything like that. So that's a quick little one that I found that on Sacred Wicca. I thought it was a fun little neat ritual to do.
Really good. And can you imagine if you were using an obsidian scrying mirror?
Oh my God.
Oh, that would be so powerful.
Oh, that's too good.
Suck
and like
those little bitches
just get them out. I saw some pictures of them, and they're big. Oh, they're big, beautiful, just obsidian mirrors, and it's just
I'm not
amazing.
Gonna lie, I've been sitting here thinking about it since you said it. Like, I'm halfway wanting to just go Google them right now.
It's beautiful.
Get myself one.
And a lot of them have, like, gold leaf around the, like, old Victorian. I love anything Victorian.
Don't say the V word to me.
I love it.
I'll do it.
I love it. All right, so here's I need everyone to level with me here. I need everyone just to roll with this. Okay?
Hashtag get weird.
Hashtag get weird. And I'm deadly serious about it. Because it has, like, changed my life. It makes sense as to why. And I'm breaking it down. I'm breaking the steps down here so it makes more sense. And I think when I'm done, I think you'll get it. I really do. And I really can't stress this enough. And I personally believe that this is, like, a lot of self-help things to where you need to keep doing it. The first time that you do it might feel a little weird.
Yeah.
But it gets better. And then you start to realize things about yourself. So, I mean, I don't know how to describe it. This is like a self-love exercise.
Love it.
Yeah. This is for you to love you. And it's the best. Okay. So my first line, I just went immediately into it. Okay. And y'all don't have to do this, but I think it's important to at least get to this point if you're not comfortable starting with it, but you need to wind up doing this naked. I know how it sounds, but it makes it so much more powerful. That's so hard for us to do. We're the only person at the end of the day we can really trust, but confronting ourselves, the only person we really know, it's difficult.
No, what you're saying right now makes my palms sweat.
I know.
Like, that's how much it freaks me out. I'm like, no way am I going to do that. I'm going to have to take baby steps.
Yeah, but I think getting to that point is worth it. It's so worth it because it rewires your brain. And I think we have been wired to not do this for a reason. Oh. Because just the amount of, like, sheer spiritual activation that you can get from not only just letting yourself go, but getting to know yourself at the same time, it has just carried me for weeks.
Tell me about it.
All right.
Tell me what this magic is.
All right. So.
I'm intrigued, but scared.
It's great. I think naked's the way to go. I think going all natural, just your spirit body. That's what I want you to get to. Just your spirit body.
Birthdays.
Yes. But, like, I don't care. Underwear, jeans and a t-shirt, doesn't matter, but clothes, that's whatever. So be in a room that you're comfortable in. It helped me to be in a room that no one could come in. Like, I knew that. I knew that without a doubt, no one was going to come in. So kind of, and be in a room that has a mirror. Preferably a big mirror. A mirror that can see most of you, if not all of you. If not like a floor length, like a big bathroom counter mirror at least, something like that. Turn the lights in a dim way. Dim them in that flattering lighting. You know the one I'm talking about.
Yeah. I know exactly. The point on the switch that I got to turn it to.
Yeah.
To where I can look in the mirror and be like, okay.
Turn it there. Because also that, just like I was talking about earlier in dimmed lighting, the way that the brain works with shadows, it really creates an interesting thing. And so dim the lights down, get that good golden hour lighting that we all know, we know the level. And have music that speaks to you. For me, it's very heavy, almost like war drum, rhythmic music, very like runic music, that works for me. But everybody's different. So maybe it's like good, like light pagan, like fae music or something,
maybe it's like soul, like some real good funk.
Whatever it is, any beat. I think the beat is what's most important here. Whatever beat speaks to you.
Maybe it's party rock.
Maybe it's good old Nelly. It doesn't matter. Just whatever. And everybody has certain types of music they listen to that they feel like stirs that primalness in them.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's different for everybody, but that's what you need. I'm talking root chakra music here. Very important. So have that going. And while that's going, be smoking up the room with all kinds of shit. So you have your music going. You're maybe naked. Preferably naked. But maybe you're not naked. But you got your music going. And you have your abalone shell or your little cauldron or whatever. And you're burning some Palo Santo. And you're getting that Palo Santo going. All right. And then I also pair it with black sage. Yeah. Which black sage, as we know, kind of puts you on that spiritual plane.
Opens you up.
Yeah. But Palo Santo is really good for that clarity and that self-acceptance, almost very optimistic feeling. Breathe in those terpenes.
Get them terpenes.
And I will breathe them in until it hurts. Like my nose will hurt from it. And I'll just keep doing it and the room will get super smoky. And that's when it's time. You know when it's time.
Yeah.
And you just, I don't know how to tell you how to start doing this because it just happens.
Your body will start doing it.
It just starts doing it on its own. You're spending time with yourself. You're burning your herbs. You're kind of listening. And this whole time, as you're getting your fires going, kind of scry into the flames and just kind of listen to the music and already start kind of confronting yourself in the mirror. Be getting used to yourself and understanding that you're about to spend a decent amount of time with yourself. And so after that, the room's all smoky and hazy, and you filled it with all of your smoke, all of your Palo Santo, or whatever you want to burn, all your copal and all of your dragon's blood, whatever. Make it a powerhouse session. And just start to dance, and your body will do it for you. And I think it's really important here. Don't plan your next steps because when you're dancing in front of people, you're like, oh shit, what am I going to do now to not like? Don't even worry about it because you don't have to worry about it. I kind of started out when I did this with my eyes shut.
Yeah.
And my body found a natural rhythm. And so by the time I opened them and started, and I was gazing into my face very intently, moving absent-mindedly, it was very bizarre. And you move cool. Because I'm not a dancer. I never have been. I'm very rigid. But you really, I don't know, it's like descriptions and stuff that you read of like old type, like just witchy dancing. I don't know, like this very mystical type dancing. Your body just does it. I don't know how to explain it. And so let yourself get into it and don't focus on the movements that you're doing. And if you're listening to drums, I'll just almost like shape the energy of the drums with my hands and just move them. And like, I don't know, you get weird with it. Yeah. That's all I can say. And everybody's going to get weird in their own way.
I'll feel like a beat like in the very core of my body, and it's almost like it like
works. It does. It like I will too. I will do like this rippling motion, and I can't. And that's like my base. And then your arms and your legs just go and do whatever that they need to do.
You're flailing about.
You are, and it feels amazing. And it's funny. It's funny when you actually realize, why is this weird?
Right.
I've read before that they say that some of the reasons that we did ceremonial dance, and it's because our bodies physically need it. It's like something that our spirit needs to do. And that's why everybody's so fucked up and sad, is because nobody's doing that anymore. Ceremonial dancing and singing. It's just like how singing does so much.
Oh, singing, boy.
It does a lot.
It's like when a dog gets the zoomies.
Yes.
It's just something your body, you just need to move in this way to get it out.
Yeah. And so, I mean, I thought that was really interesting. And when I was just doing my thing and listening to Wardruna, it was great. And everything was smoky. And at one point I was dancing with my flamed Palo Santo, and it was still on fire. And I was just dancing. And it was in that moment when I was just like, this is it.
This is the stuff.
This is the stuff of miracles. And then, but it's like, I didn't think anything else the rest of that time at all. I just moved. And by the time I was done, it was like, that was when I had a great meditation. I was like in a trance, in the zone, spiritual plane. I was no longer here.
You need to dedicate some time to this.
I think I do.
You need like a full afternoon, evening for this.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
it's like taking yourself on a date.
It's
a really weird date.
A weird date with yourself.
But you need to schedule this time. This whole thing is like a very self-care.
It was. And that's the biggest thing. And that's why I wanted to talk about this so much, is because it's like, yeah, self-care is topical a lot of the time, and you can take care of.
Yeah.
This is for you, your absolute being.
Your core being.
Who you are.
Yeah.
The person that you are. And
the person that you are when your body dies and goes away.
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
But I wanted to maybe add something to this to make this experiment a little bit easier. And I thought about this.
Alcohol.
Hey, honestly, probably. And so we all notice other people and their positive characteristics so much easier than we do our own. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you see positives in other people, but you don't see them in yourself.
Right.
And so I think that's something that makes this an interesting exercise. Because when we look at ourselves, you see only, you target on things that you don't like. And you can't see the whole.
Automatically.
I mean, yeah, you just zero in on it. Do this and put your intention fully on believing that who you're watching is a stranger.
Oh.
You're not watching you.
Yeah.
And by this point, you're already kind of in a trance. Mm-hmm. You know, you've gotten yourself in the zone. Focus on that. Watch this is why I think it's important to do it naked. Because you watch the person in the other side of the mirror as if they aren't you.
Yeah.
As if they're someone else. And I guarantee you will see positives.
You'll be like, who is this confident naked person who is just connecting with their spirit?
This is what I'm talking about, like earlier, how we talked about how your brain can just be like fucked with, and this is it. I mean, really, you could just be like, you don't know that person. And then it will be like, ooh, I don't know that person.
Who's that person?
Yeah. And like, it really does. And I started to notice things that I'd never noticed about myself before, ever. And I still can see them, even outside of the trance. And, you know, it's just things are different now. And
changed your perception.
It did, because now I can see myself as without the blinders on of being like whatever it is that I fixate on when I see myself every single time. I can see the whole much easier than I could. And I think it's because I didn't focus so much on what am I doing? Why am I doing this? You know, because when you're looking in the mirror and you're like, all right, I'm just going to sit back and watch this other person, you're not thinking about what you're doing. And it's just like this weird little mind trick. And it really worked wonders. I'm so excited for everyone to try it. And I cannot stress enough that you need to. So yeah, I'm an advocate for dancing while being careful, of course. And if you have a carpeted room, be very careful. But like dancing while holding like the burning Palo Santo or like your abalone with the smoke, because you can shape it and you can move it. And like, I don't know, it just fits with this like very spiritual way of moving, you know, almost like sped up Tai Chi.
Well, yeah, I mean, I think that sometimes when you are holding your smoking whatever, that smoke helps. It lends a visual aid to the energy and the way that it's moving. And if you are kind of dancing and moving, you're moving that energy and you're moving that air, and you get to see in a very real way how you're not just dancing and flailing about, but like you're changing everything around you.
It's great. I love it. And so, I mean, no, it makes a big difference for me. And then when it started popping, and it was like when I was really in the zone and like, because I was watching the other person in the mirror, not me. And it started popping in the mirror. And I just remember being like, holy shit. Like, it was.
I'm about to astrally project and I'm going to freak out.
Yeah. Like, it was.
I listened to you say that like 500 times. Like, I laughed so hard. Tears.
It's so, I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Like, so I just do this until I don't need to anymore. And really, and focus on things when you are moving and when you're in the light and when you're watching the other person. Look for contours that you don't usually see or different shapes of you that you don't normally notice, and just kind of focus on that just like you would anybody else, and like eventually you will get to the point to where like you feel so full of energy, you're like, I've done what I need.
Well, just like your body's going to start moving without you trying.
Yeah.
And you're going to do things. You're also going to stop when you're ready.
Yeah.
And you'll just have that feeling of like, woof.
It's like completeness.
I'm done.
And, watch the person in the mirror, just how confident and free that they are. This uninhibited version of yourself. It's the version of yourself if you let yourself be that person.
Yeah.
And that's all you have to do. But for some reason, for all of us, that's so hard. But that's the goal. I mean, you're literally looking at the goal.
Yeah.
And it confronts it in that way.
I like to think that mirror person, that's just who they are.
Yeah.
And by letting go, they're kind of like giving you this.
Yeah.
Or you're kind of like becoming like them. I don't know how I feel about like mirrors equaling different planes of existence. Like mirrors have always freaked me out a little.
No,
bit.
they do me too. But this is not that, because, and I know what you mean, because that is kind of spooky.
Right.
It's a great visual aid as to where you need to be with your confidence. Because when you tell yourself, all right, I'm going to read this as a new human being, it just, I don't know, it just for some reason makes things more positive. But the longer you do it, you start to realize, oh shit, this is myself. Like all of these things apply to me. Yeah. And you maintain it, or at least I have.
I like to think that you could possibly, after practice or doing it a couple of times, you could possibly go into that trance-like state where you are viewing this mirror, you're viewing this person as this confident, beautiful, healthy, radiant, whatever. And then as you come out of it, you have this moment of like, oh, I wasn't looking at somebody. It was me the whole time.
I mean, really, like, so the second time, I've done it twice now. I did it.
You did it again?
I did it again. Yeah. Also before like a bath. And it was better because of that. And like, by the time I got, I was done and everything like that. And you really do have that sense of feeling good. Like you feel good. You feel cleansed. You feel like you've gotten a lot out. Like it's kind of tiring in its own way, And I really think it is great after you do it to do some sort of self-care ritual. Like whether it's a bath. I like to do it before the bath because it's, the bath, that bathtub's huge. So it takes like 15 minutes to fill up. But during that time is when I will be getting myself in the zone doing this. So I only did it for about 15 minutes. It doesn't take that long. It just takes privacy, you to know that, this is my time. No one's going to fuck with me. My phone's not going to ring. Nothing's going to happen. It's going to be me and music and herbs and dancing and confrontation with yourself.
Yeah, which can be uncomfortable.
You have to get over that. Be like, you have to know that when you shut that door, you're going to start a ritual that involves you taking in who you are.
And you're going to feel silly. I mean, probably.
You do kind of at first. And that's why I think it was good to shut your eyes, because your body will start to move on its own with your eyes shut. And then you'll feel like thoughts, or I did, where I was like, I feel like I'm moving real cool, you know? And so by the time you open your eyes, you've kind of found a rhythm. Mm-hmm. And, you know, I'm usually getting shit set up to burn and whatnot after. And so the music will be playing for 5 minutes or so before I even start. So I'm just kind of getting in that zone. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I mean, you know, it's a great way. And think of it, you're activating that root chakra. And that's a good way. You know, this person in the mirror is just activated. Mm-hmm. It's your primal self, you know, this spiritual being. When I think of like a good activated root chakra, all I see, it's like this mental image. I just see dirt and fire. Yeah. Because I just see like a dirty version of me. Yeah. Like with knotted up hair and like just screaming. Like it's like Summer who got left behind in like the insect world. Yeah. But that's pretty much it. That's all that I have. I'm not going to let this go until someone writes me and tells me that they did this. I'm just going, this will be my topic every week until someone tells me. In some way, shape, or form. Yeah, I'm going to keep bringing it up until I get a response of this worked, because I know it will. I know it will. It can't not, because it just, you get to know you. I love it. We all need to get to know us. I think we all need to get to know ourselves. It's important. I mean, you spend more time with yourself than anyone else. You really do. And I think so many people are disconnected from who they are. Yeah. They find their identity in like their job or other people, or, you know, I'm a mother, I'm a wife, I'm a dad, or whatever, you know, or I'm an accountant. Like, these things, they are not who you are. They're people you know, and they shape and they certainly influence. They influence, but like, you are the person who, if you just fucked off to the woods, your spirit, that's who you are going to be with. And I don't know, just as somebody who recently kind of went through that and was like, what do I like? Who am I? I'm just like a lump of person. What do I do with myself? It's powerful. It's nice. It is. It's a good thing. So y'all let me know when you do this. Macy needs video evidence that you've done this. I don't. Oh, man. But that's it. Scry in your mirrors. I like to scry in, I have a little round mirror that sits on my bathtub. And so I like to scry while I'm in my bathtub. And a good steamy scry. Yeah, it's a pretty powerful experience. I like it. I wonder why the like low light, that just makes so much more sense. Is it because you can like see things move better? From what I could tell, yeah, like the addition of the shadows, like kind of adds to that. Yeah, whole, your brain kind of gets a little like motion trancy with it. So, yeah, I need you to tell me. I forgot what you're talking about. I'm talking about a little lady. Oh, yeah, that's right. The witch. Or the goddess. The witch. I'm talking about sex, baby. You and me. No, I'm definitely not talking about sex. There's pregnancy here in this story, but there is no sex. I'm talking about Cerridwen. Cerridwen. Pretty name. Pretty name. Very, 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 very much pretty. Take that out, because that was just Mercury in retrograde. So I started the series with the Green Man, who was like the first male dominant presence that I had an experience with. So I thought it was fitting to do the first lady aspect. I don't want to say, take out the part where I just said I wanted to do the first lady, please. Are you sure? Yes. I think I should leave it. No! I'm going to leave it. I have the control. I'm the captain now. Look at me. Look at me. That's the PS. Look at me. No, I thought it was fitting to do the first woman, feminine side that I came in contact with. Now, it's interesting because there's not a lot of stories and myths and lore with Cerridwen. There's about one story, but it's a really powerful one. So I'll tell that story after I get into a little bit of who she is. Now, she is one of the more well-known goddesses, I think, because when you're at your, if you're looking around
your local metaphysical store or whatever. It's like her and like Hecate and a couple of other ones that always seem to get like little statues made of them. You know what I mean? So Cerridwen is the one who is almost always holding the cauldron. So yeah, she'll in paintings and things she'll have the cauldron. Sometimes she's pregnant. And other times she's just in her crone form. So yeah, she's often depicted with her cauldron, which is known as the Cauldron of Knowledge.
I like that. Also
sometimes referred to as the Cauldron of the Underworld. And it's said to contain all the wisdom and inspiration that the universe has to offer.
Oh.
She is a dark goddess, so she rules in this kind of dark half of the year. If I'm not mistaken, her time is kind of coming up around Yule, where she's very celebrated. Associated with inspiration, prophecy, shape-shifting, fertility, life, death, and my favorite is poetry.
Oh, it's a nice little add.
That's a nice little add-in on the end. I feel like shape-shifting and poetry kind of come out of left field.
They do.
She is associated with the moon. Her stone is the moonstone. She is a Scorpio. And the sow is her animal.
The pig?
The pig.
I like that. I like that a lot.
She is a triple moon goddess, so she does have representation in the maiden, mother, and the crone form. If you are one to call upon goddesses or call upon entities to do work with, it is said that she, in her cauldron, will brew for you what you need to manifest. So she's really good for manifestation spells. And if you call on her, she'll physically brew up like a little potion for you, you know, and it's all very imaginary, or it's all very, what's the word I'm looking for? Not imaginary, intent based. Kind of, you know, you're not gonna like blink and there's a potion sitting in front of you, but you know, if you're calling her, she's there, she's sitting with you, and she's listening to you, and she's like, oh, prosperity, let me throw some of this in my cauldron.
Neat.
She's like whipping up a spell for you in the background, and it's said that like she knows what she's doing, and she's got this cauldron full of all the wisdom and the intent in the world. So you can kind of just be like, hey, help me out here. I don't really know what I want, but this is kind of what I want. And she'll be like, got you, boo. And she'll like grab ingredients and make you what you need to get. She is also really tied to fertility. So not just the fertility in the way that we see it of like having, you know, popping out kids, but like also fertility of manifesting things, having things be very fruitful in nature. And sometimes her cauldron is depicted as a womb. Or it's usually she's holding it in like a womb area. Yeah, so she creates space for new beginnings. Something I find really fascinating about her, and it's probably like my favorite aspect of Cerridwen, she holds the ability and the power to have destructive forces to her. She can handle herself. She can start some shit. But she doesn't. She is like restrained and calm, and she shows this handle of her powers that she holds very well. And it's kind of a metaphor, I think, for kind of showing your sword but not using it. You know, being like, look what I've got. Look what I can do. But I'm not going to. You know, she's not reckless with...
Yeah.
Because there are a lot of entities out there who will walk around fucking shit up because...
Fucking Zeus!
Fucking Zeus! Because the wind blew the wrong way or something. And she's not. She's just super cool-headed. Except a little bit in this story that I'm going to tell. So, if you've heard this story, it's... pretty much all that I could find on her. I've heard some people say that this is the only like myth that she appears in. I don't know if that's true, but it is by far the most popular. And this is the story of Cerridwen and Gwion. Yeah. It's Gwion. So
Gwion?
Goin.
Groin.
Gollum. So this is the story of Cerridwen and Gwion. So Cerridwen, and this is a brief retelling. Let me throw that out there.
Okay.
I'm going to be telling it to you in probably not the most detail that you've heard, but I want to leave some room at the end for my own thoughts. So Cerridwen was said to live on an island where she had 2 children. So she had a girl and a boy. And her boy was just, oh boy, was he ugly.
Oh, no.
He was an unfortunate-looking little dude.
Little Mother Shipton baby.
Little Mother Shipton is what he was. And she felt real bad about this. She didn't want him to have hardships, and not be able to have advantages because he was an ugly son of a bitch.
So he was, like, deformed?
I don't know if he was deformed.
Or just ugly.
I think he was just very unfortunate looking.
Oh.
Not something that you would look at and like, oh, I take pity on him because this is something obviously that's wrong with him.
Right.
You look at him and you're like, oh.
But he's not breaking any hearts.
No. She felt real bad about this. So she decides that she, in her cauldron, is going to whip him up a little potion that is going to, when he ingests it, it's going to make him super, like, inspired and smart and, like, just the most brilliant man there ever was, to compensate for his looks.
Could she not whip him up a potion or not make him so dog-ass ugly?
She might. I don't know. Maybe she didn't feel that bad, but like she's like, here, have some smarts.
Like, I can't fight nature, but
right.
maybe you can be smarter.
Can't change your face. I think it's because her cauldron is very like wisdom based, so that's probably she was working to her strengths. So she was doing this to make up for his looks, to kind of give him some advantage in life. So she goes and sets out on this potion, which, very interesting aside, the potion that she's brewing has a name, and it was Arwen.
Oh.
So take that for whatever. This takes her, she gets to the point where it's been a year that she has been working on this. And the thing is, she's been working on it constantly.
Wow.
Stirring and adding herbs and intention. This was a laborious process. And she had a helper with her, a young boy, like a little boy that would run and, I guess, get her things and bring her certain herbs and maybe stir it while she took a fucking nap or whatever you do in the year that it takes you to brew this. So it was a year and a day where Cerridwen was off doing whatever she's doing when she gets 5 seconds to herself. And the boy, whose name was Gwain, is stirring it, and some of it kind of bubbles up and splashes onto his hand. And it's very super hot. It's been heating for a year in an iron cauldron. So he, without thinking about it, like raises it to his mouth to put the burnt part in his mouth to soothe himself, right? Well, the potion was still on his hand. So when he puts it in his mouth, he ingests the potion. Mm-hmm. So not only in this moment does he become like, he gains all the world's knowledge. He knows like everything that has happened and will happen. And it's like an Indiana Jones where you just get all that knowledge and you're like, it's too much. He just knows everything. But he also leaves this potion powerless. And he knows, because he now knows everything, that Cerridwen is about to be pissed at him. Like, this was for her son. This has taken a year to make. And he should have probably known better than to be like, oh, I'm going to eat it.
Why would he? There's more potion left.
Well, it had been ingested. It was like a spell. Like when that spell was
gone. Oh, no!
Yeah. It was not like a multi-use kind of thing. It was like a spell, and when it's gone...
Oh, no, I'm anxious.
It's been used. So he fucked up. So he knows. He's like, I'm gonna run, because she's gonna whoop my ass. And he wants to trick her, because he knows she's very, very smart, and she's very cunning, and she's also a little bit ruthless.
She's a little crazy.
He turns himself into the form of a hare, and he runs away, so he can be very quick, right? So Cerridwen kind of catches on, and she, being, kind of goddess of shapeshifters, turns into a greyhound and chases him as a greyhound. And she's always like one step ahead of him, he turns himself then into the form of a fish. So she goes and turns herself into the form of an otter.
Makes sense.
And they're just like, I'm like imagining this epic chase scene where they're like going through like all the desert and forest and ice, and they're just like circling the world in this epic chase. So he then turns himself into the form of a bird, and she turns into a hawk to pursue him. So everything he does, she does just a little bit better. And then he decides, I don't think I'm going to be able to outrun her. She is like the goddess of shapeshifters. I can do it, but she's like the one. I'm going to have to hide. So he turns himself. I'm sorry, this makes me laugh. He turns himself into a kernel of corn.
What? One? Just one?
He turns himself
Not an ear.
Not an ear of corn. He turns himself into a single kernel of corn. And I guess just lays on the ground, tries to hide. And she's caught up pretty much at this point. And she has turned herself into the form of a hen. And she fucking eats him.
Good.
She gobbles up that little piece of corn. And she turns back into her human form. And she is not super pleased to find out that by ingesting him and then turning into a human, she has become pregnant.
Oh.
With his spirit. So she's essentially pregnant with him. She's Pergananat. So she carries him. When he's born, he's given the name Taliesin, who later in life becomes the greatest and most well-known of all the bards of the Druids.
Oh.
Or we might call him Merlin. Da-na-na!
Oh, man!
So Merlin, I guess, is like a title, more so than like an actual name. But this is, from what I could tell, the Merlin that we talk about when we talk about Merlin. Like from the Arthur myths.
Wow, you just blew my mind.
Yes! So that is the story of Cerridwen and Gawain. And I said Gawain. Groin. Gollum. And there's many different retellings of this. There are some that I didn't choose to tell some of the forms that I had seen. And again, this was a brief retelling, but some of the forms, she's like super pissed. And like when she has him, like after she's given birth, she like throws his ass in a river. And like the chasing is like very like murderous and it's, you know, and it's this like wrathful story, and it's a story about like anger and hate and stuff like that. And I don't buy that. I don't buy that for who she is. I like the second option out of like 100 options that you can take from the meaning of this. But like a lot of these myths, it's a very broad and artistic way of talking about very real ideals in life. And it said that this one can be viewed as the relationship between a teacher and a student. And why I really like this is it said that the representation of getting the potion on him, it could be seen as the spark of knowledge. And like kind of the temptation there. And then like once we get knowledge, we're kind of on a constant chase for more. And that we're always learning from our teacher. And our teacher is probably always going to be a little bit better. And there's always somebody better out there. And we're striving to keep up when we're learning, you know. So that's like when they're shape-shifting and she's always a little bit ahead of him. It's that student-teacher relationship. You're learning, but you're not quite there, and you can always improve. And when she becomes pregnant with him, it's kind of like she's accepting and she's taking the form of something he was and turning him into something greater, which in this story is Merlin. Kind of
a big deal.
But that's the version that I like to think of when I hear this story. I think it's a great lesson. And as funny as it is to think about like this chase being like, I think of it more playful. Like when a kid gets like a bad grade or something and like, you know, your mom like chases him around, you know, I don't know, I guess this
until she eats him.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I don't know if she knew she was gonna become pregnant.
No, I think she wanted to eat him though.
I think she wanted to eat him. But I don't think, I mean, a lot of these old myths are pretty fucked up.
Oh, they all are.
You know, so as long as nobody's like getting, well, I guess he got murdered, but I don't know. I just don't buy that she was trying to end him.
Yeah.
I like the idea that she was taking someone and improving them, I guess.
Yeah.
That's fucked up. And man, her poor son just has to live ugly now.
Yeah.
Oh, well.
I guess she could put another year of her life into it.
Yeah, I guess. If you're a goddess, don't you kind of got the time.
Yeah, maybe a year for her feels like 10 minutes.
Yeah. I mean, she was mad enough to try to eat somebody, so.
Yeah.
But I figure if she was madder, a lot of these stories would end up in like pure torture.
Yeah.
And it didn't, so she couldn't have been that pissed.
We're figuring it out.
But I don't know. I like that you can think in a very abstract way about these stories.
Yeah, you can. That is. It makes it fun.
Yeah. Because no way do I believe that this is literal. You know, I don't think that this is a thing that happened.
Yeah.
But it tells a story. Speaking of telling stories.
What?
This is my attempt at a segue. Let's tell some stories about how this week of the 30-day Back to Your Roots magical challenge went. We got day 10, herb, plant, tree. That's just how it's...
Yeah, that's it.
Herb, plant, tree. Choose a plant ally to connect with, or let one choose you. We've both done this hard,
man. A little plant familiar.
Yeah. I feel yours is most definitely got to be the mother tree, right?
Well, it's always the mother tree. Like, she's my number one. Yeah. But I've bonded a lot with my little ivy in the window. Oh. And I'm gonna, I know what I want to do with it.
Tell me.
I want to, because it doesn't need much sun. And I have that hanger from the ceiling where all the pots hang in the kitchen.
Yeah.
I want to get her growing up in,
cool.
Up in that. And it's like, that'll just be ivy. It'll be really pretty.
Aw, how sweet.
Yeah.
How is that bonding?
It's good. She's very stout little plant. Yeah. I like it. It's still alive. I've been taking care of it for almost a year now, and it's grown.
And it's grown. Mine snuck up on me as well. My husband is like way into plants and like horticulture and stuff like that. Horticulture?
I think that's right.
Word. And we've got this one plant that lets out these beautiful, like upside down hanging trumpet looking flowers. And they get like 4 feet long.
Yeah, those are neat.
But it's getting cold, and we had some freezes a while back.
Yeah.
And we had to bring it in the house. And we've kind of just decided he's going to live in the house until spring. Mm-hmm. And I formed like this little communication with this house. It's almost like a housemate.
Oh, absolutely.
And we don't have a hell of a ton of house plants right now. I would like them.
I'm working on getting more.
I'm bad at keeping them alive.
I've gotten better.
I'm better if I think if I really put my mind to it and decide I'm going to do this, because right now it's like snake plants and other things that are impossible to kill.
Yeah, I'm just starting to see plants now as like being alive.
Yeah,
and so like, letting one die would kind of fuck with me.
Yeah, you know what? I guess I could also talk about how I had a. Not all experiences are good.
Yeah.
And I had a squash plant out in my garden.
You've been talking about this squash
plant.
I've
been talking about it.
Did the possum eat it or did it die?
We had those freezes come through, and it wasn't in a pot. It was just in the ground in my backyard, and it froze. And I went out to look at it one day, and it was just withered to nothing.
No.
And it broke my little heart. And I think. Like, I'm gonna tear up if I keep talking about it. It's so stupid. But, like, I think that it was good. I mean, it's the whole cycle of things. And I get really attached when shit like that happens.
Yeah.
And I think it was probably a good thing. So I'm gonna count that, even though that's not really where I was going. I think it's hurting me. I don't know. You can hear my voice. I'm like sad. Let's move on. Day 11, write a spell and perform it for bonus points.
Oh.
Macy, you did write a spell. You shared it with us today. You get the bonus points.
Yeah, I do get the bonus points.
Damn it.
It's kind of it was like a ritual, but I'm going to count it as a spell.
Yeah. I think ritual and spell can go intertwined. Because I think when you're doing ritual, I think that that's very much at least a form of like a manifestation.
I agree. Everybody needs to do it, by the way. Everybody needs to do what I said. You won't regret it.
I did a prosperity one, and it was a very, very, very simple one. Like, I could have probably written it in my sleep, but I was like working with what I had on hand, and I wrote a little just a little candle magic.
Oh.
I grabbed a green candle, and I actually wrote this down in my grimoire, and like set the whole thing up like an actual spell, and like anointed the candle and like cleared the space and made it a whole thing. Because normally I do shit like that like on the fly. I'm just like grabbing shit and like here, but like this, I like ritualed it up. And I wrote me a fucking spell, and I feel so proud of myself. And when I'm flipping through my book and I see like this spell and I've like labeled it like prosperity spell, I'm like, I fucking wrote that. Makes me happy. Day 12 is deity work. It says, do you work with deities? Why or why not? Are you a monotheist, dualist, polytheist, animist, etc.? Write a poem or prayer dedicated to a deity and give it to them as an offering.
So I don't really worship deities, but I do hold entities in high regard that have shown themselves to me, like the mother tree. I do give her offerings and things like that. I didn't have time to get a prayer written for her, but I bring apples.
Yeah.
That's like, because she's kind of in the woods a little bit, just like a little bit, you know? And I'll like take apples for the woods and things like that. And she's kind of my main entity.
I think in a lot of ways, I mean, I don't want to speak for the both of us because I'm speaking on a very like surface level. I think in a lot of ways, we're kind of like animists.
I'm absolutely an animist.
You know,
I think, yeah, you are too.
I would love to look into that because I know I'm a polytheist. Like I think, and even if you don't want to think of it in a way of like gods and goddesses, it's definitely entities.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I think that was like a really interesting to like have to sit and think about because I've never thought about like the terminology to put to myself. Like we've said it before, like we're agnostic pagans, but like, what does that mean?
But I am an animist. I do believe that plants, everything, even mountains, there's an entity or a consciousness of some sort that's there.
I love the belief that mountains like breathe.
Yeah.
You know, and then like crystals, like rocks and things, they breathe.
It was like once every 1,000 years or something. It breathes.
It just breathes because it doesn't need to that often. And I too thought a lot about like the terminology monotheist, dualist, poly, you know, all that. I didn't write a prayer. I did write a poem. I'm not going to go for the bonus points and share it because I write a lot. And I write a lot of poems because I'm a goth kid inside. But I don't know. It just feels really personal and I don't want to share it. You know?
Get you.
But what I will tell you is I did sub in a lot of singing this week.
Yeah.
And I did like dedicated singing like as offering to whoever might be listening. And I like really kept an ear on like what I was singing and made sure that it was like not too weird and like low vibe. So I was like switch it and I'd put something on and I'd be like, I'm singing this so you guys can listen.
You weren't singing You Oughta Know to them?
I wasn't. I like tried to like sing, I don't know, like some fucking like the Smiths, and then I'm like, this is depressing. I gotta put something else on. But it felt good to be like, I'm not the best singer, but like you gotta think if you've passed on and you're there like checking out your descendants, you gotta think that it would be nice to hear them sing a song for you, I guess.
I think it's great.
I don't want to pat myself on the back, but
people get so weird about singing. And, you know, the thing is, singing is just an extension of your speaking voice. And nobody cares how your speaking voice sounds.
Right.
So why the fuck should how your singing voice sounds matter? You know, just don't worry about it. It's just like your speaking voice, just louder and more animated.
Coming for someone who is an excellent singer. Thanks.
Well, I mean, but really, it's like interesting when you think about it, you know? I mean, it's just still our voice. Yeah. It's just, but just because it's a little different, it makes it
It does make it easier when you're like alone.
Oh my God. When I'm alone, I'll get weird with my singing.
No, there's no holds barred. All right, so next time we got ones I'm excited about.
Lay them on me.
Especially day 15. Day 13 is stone and crystals.
I'm ready.
Find a stone or crystal to work with. Learn about its energies or its properties. Find ways to incorporate it into your life.
I think I will.
Day 14 is incense.
Oh.
Yeah. Create an incense recipe. Okay.
Lay it on me.
I'm
gonna. You betcha.
To help you focus on your daily practice. And then day 15, which I am so connected with. I'm going back to the first label I ever put on myself. Kitchen witchery.
Oh, fucking yeah. Let's do it.
How can you make your meal a magical one?
I like that one.
I love it.
It's gonna be good.
We got a review.
Let's go, Mets! Let's go, Mets! We have a review. Was this on iTunes?
Yes.
Was it 5 stars?
A 5-star review.
Woo-hoo!
Mace, we only have 5-star reviews.
That's incredible.
I know. The day a 4-star comes in, it's going to break my fucking heart.
The day a 4-star comes in, I'm going to be like, well, yeah.
Yeah, that makes absolute sense.
It's about time. All right, so this was put on iTunes, 5 stars, NBD. By Flowering Wild. I love everybody's usernames. There's some really beautiful ones.
Flowering Wild. That's such a nice imagery. I know. Like a wild woman.
And she said, great listen. So much awesome info told as you are sitting around with friends. Get that? I love it. I love how we get that. It makes me so happy. Perfect if you're a newbie looking for your coven. So glad I found this podcast.
Yay!
Welcome to the coven.
Welcome to the coven.
Join the private coven. It's fun. It's on Facebook.
Join it. It's fun.
It's a good time.
And you can find the regular and the private Facebook over on our Facebook page at Wimp. At Wimp. That's us. At Wimp. Mercury. Facebook at Witch Amateur Hour. Twitter at
Patron.
Instagram at Witch Bitch Amateur Hour. Send us an email at wbahpodcast.com. And if you happen to, what do we say? Meander?
Meander.
If you happen to mosey, if you happen to sidestep over and check out our Patreon, you can do that at patreon.com/wbahpodcast.com.
Y'all help us get really incredible podcast improving things like microphones, mic arms. We're going to be setting a new goal soon. Mm-hmm. We're very excited about it. It's going to be some cool shit.
This is our second goal that we've hit. These mics.
Isn't that's crazy?
Insanity. And this is our first episode recording with these mics, so we will get them tuned and tweaked over time.
Yeah. There's a lot of settings here, and we're amateurs.
Right. So if you're listening to this going, well, this doesn't sound that great, it will, I swear to God, because these are freaking Blue Yeti mics, and these are the mics everyone makes ASMR with, so if they can sound delicious, we can sound pretty tasty.
Banana noises.
Please don't. And we have a P.O. box for your tasty handwritten letters.
Oh, I want them.
It is P.O. Box 865, Canton, Texas 75103. Down. It's like a theme, like a sitcom.
Well, that's better than my team building exercise 99 way that I said it last week.
What was
P.O. Box 865?
That's exactly what That's funny. Oh, man. I hope you learned about some Cerridwen action. I hope you go get naked and do a dance.
I'm not kidding, y'all.
She's not.
You need to do it.
There is no lie.
I will not stop talking about
in her eyes
until someone tells me they did it.
I think it's a beautiful ritual that you've cooked up. I think it's very nice.
It really worked wonders.
And let's say this, guys, if you haven't listened to like all of our past episodes, when Macy sets up a ritual for somebody, it goes well.
Yeah, I really
that's like your power.
To toot my own horn, I'm really good at putting rituals together. And usually, actually not even usually, every time I've put a ritual together, it's led to like a very formative or like powerful experience. So just give it a try. Don't worry about it. Don't think too much about it. It doesn't matter.
Don't worry about it.
Just do it.
Don't worry about it. I'm walking here.
Once you do it, you will want to do it again. It's incredible.
Well, I think that this has been
the
Witch
Bitch
Hour.
Skip
no. Well, that's fitting.
Okay.
I'm seducing you.